I still hear your voice at night. Make me feel alright. Jump right back into my life. Cause we could dance the night away. Make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid.
Hey, have you heard about It's Almost Midnight? You're standing alone in the lobby of an old apartment building. Your friend sent you a message. Just 7 words. Don't try the elevator game. Naturally, that's exactly what you're about to do, because humans have an incredible talent for ignoring good advice. The building is silent. No music, no conversations, just the faint buzz of fluorescent lights. You step inside the elevator. The doors close. According to the rules, you have to press the buttons in a very specific order. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. The elevator stops. The doors slowly open. A woman is standing outside, alone. She smiles. She says, "Where are you going?" The rules say, do not answer her. Don't look at her. Don't acknowledge her. Whatever you do, don't let her get inside your head. Your heart is pounding. Every logical part of your brain is screaming, "This is ridiculous." But another part, the older part, the part that still gets nervous walking through a dark hallway, isn't so sure. You press the final button. The doors close. The elevator starts moving. Up, higher than it should, floor after floor. Then, it stops. The doors open. Outside is a city. But something is wrong. No people, no traffic, no sound, just empty streets. And far away, a glowing red cross in the darkness. According to the legend, you've just entered another world. Sounds terrifying. There's just one problem. None of this started with ancient folklore. It started on the internet. Intro music. Welcome to Brain Glitch, where every mystery begins with a story and ends inside your mind. It's such an interesting topic. Yeah, I have. Let's dive into it and see what we can learn.
Welcome to today's episode. We're diving into a fascinating topic that will keep you hooked from start to finish. So sit back, relax, and let's explore together.
Sit back and enjoy as we tell a captivating story about our topic with twists and turns that will keep you engaged.
In this episode, we're going to have a conversation about, so what exactly is the elevator game? Is it an ancient ritual? A forgotten legend? Some secret ceremony passed down through generations? Not even close. The earliest versions of the story appeared online in the early 2010s. Most people trace it back to internet forums in South Korea and Japan, where users shared strange games that supposedly let you contact ghosts or travel somewhere you were never meant to go. And out of all those games, one became famous: the elevator game. The rules were surprisingly specific.
You needed a building with at least 10 floors.
You had to be alone. You had to press the buttons in an exact sequence. One mistake, and you were supposed to start over.
If everything went perfectly, a mysterious woman might appear.
According to the legend, she isn't human. She may speak to you. She may ask where you're going. She may even try to make eye contact. The rules are simple. Don't respond. Don't look at her. And whatever happens, don't follow her. Sounds dramatic, right? Well, the internet absolutely loved it. Thousands of people claimed they tried the game. Some said nothing happened. Others claimed the elevator behaved strangely. Lights flickered. Buttons stopped working. They felt watched.
A few even insisted they reached another world.
Empty streets. Dark skies. Silent buildings. No people. No sound. Almost every story described the same feeling: complete isolation.
Which is interesting.
Because fear spreads online almost as easily as facts. Once one person describes an experience, the next person knows exactly what to expect, and the next, and the next. Before long, thousands of people aren't just playing the same game, they're imagining the same world. That's one of the internet's greatest superpowers. It doesn't just spread information, it spreads expectations. And expectations can be surprisingly powerful. Think about horror movies. Sometimes the monster isn't scary because you see it. It's scary because you're waiting to see it. Your brain is doing half the work. The elevator game works the same way. Every step builds anticipation. Every floor increases tension. Every strange sound suddenly feels important. By the time those elevator doors finally open, your brain is already expecting something impossible. And that's where this story becomes really interesting, because what happens next has less to do with elevators and a lot more to do with the human mind. So, can expectation actually change what you experience? Surprisingly, yes. We hope you enjoyed today's podcast, and we'll be back with more engaging content soon.
What really happens inside that elevator? Does it open a doorway to another dimension? Probably not, but it does open something else. Your expectations. And expectations are incredibly powerful. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been home alone, watching a horror movie? Then suddenly, every tiny sound in your house became suspicious? The refrigerator clicks. What was that? The floor creaks. Who's upstairs? Your cat walks into the room. Congratulations, you've just had a heart attack because of Mr. Whiskers. Nothing changed. The sounds were always there. The house was always making noise. The only thing that changed was your brain. It switched into threat detection mode. Your brain is constantly filtering information. Right now, it's ignoring thousands of tiny details around you. The feeling of your clothes, the sound of distant traffic, the pressure of your chair. But the moment you expect danger, that filter changes. Suddenly, every flickering light matters. Every strange noise matters. Every delay feels meaningful. That's exactly what the elevator game does. It gives your brain a script. A woman will appear. Don't talk to her. Something strange will happen. Once that script is in your head, your brain starts searching for evidence. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. We naturally notice things that support what we already expect, and we ignore the things that don't. Imagine the elevator stops unexpectedly. On a normal day, you'd think, must be a mechanical delay. But during the elevator game, this is it. It's starting. Same elevator, different interpretation. Then there's another trick, the nocebo effect. Most people have heard of the placebo effect. You expect something good, and sometimes your body responds positively. The nocebo effect is the evil twin. You expect something bad, and your body may actually produce real symptoms. Your heart beats faster, your palms sweat, your breathing changes, your stomach tightens. You're not pretending. Your body is responding to what your brain believes might happen. And here's the really clever part about the elevator game. Every single rule builds tension. Don't speak. Don't look. Don't panic. Don't break the sequence. It's almost impossible not to become hyper-aware. Your imagination starts filling in the blanks. Every ordinary event begins to feel extraordinary. Which leads to one final question. If the game isn't supernatural, why do so many people swear they experience something impossible? Because memories are much stranger than most people realize. Yeah, I have. Let's dive into it and see what we can learn.
So, is the elevator game real? Well, that depends on what you mean by real. Is there any scientific evidence that pressing a sequence of elevator buttons opens a doorway to another dimension? No, none. But the fear people experience, that's absolutely real. The racing heartbeat, the shaking hands, the feeling that someone is standing behind you, even when no one is there. Your brain can create all of that, and it doesn't need ghosts to do it. Here's something worth thinking about. Every version of the elevator game starts with instructions, detailed instructions. It tells you exactly what to expect. It tells you when to be afraid. It even tells you what you might see. By the time you step into that elevator, the game has already begun. Not inside the elevator, inside your mind. That's the real ritual.
Yeah, I have. Let's dive into it and see what we can learn.
A story, powerful enough to change how you experience reality. Humans have always done this. Ancient myths, ghost stories, urban legends, internet creepypastas. Different centuries, same brain. The elevator game isn't famous because it's believable. It's famous because it's immersive. It gives your imagination just enough information to do the rest by itself. And honestly, your imagination is a far better horror writer than any movie director. Think about it. The game never describes the woman in detail. It never explains the other world. It leaves gaps. And your brain hates gaps, so it fills them with your own fears. That's why two people can hear the exact same story and imagine two completely different nightmares. Which brings us to the biggest twist of all. Maybe the elevator game was never about another world. Maybe it was always about exploring this one, the strange, unpredictable, brilliant machine inside your skull. Because every time your brain predicts, imagines, or fills in missing pieces, it's performing a tiny miracle. Most of the time, that miracle helps you survive. Sometimes it scares you. And every once in a while, it creates an entire legend. So, the next time you step into an elevator and the doors close, don't worry. You're probably not traveling to another dimension. You're just sharing a small metal box with the most powerful storyteller you'll ever meet, your own brain. Thanks for listening to Brain Glitch, where every mystery begins with a story and ends inside your mind. See you in the next glitch. After credits teaser. Next time, we're talking about a challenge that spread across the internet. Parents panicked, news channels warned the world, and millions believed children were being manipulated into a deadly game. But what really happened? The story of the Blue Whale Challenge.
I still hear your voice at night, make me feel alright. Jump right back into my heart. 'Cause we could dance the night away, make me love you through the haze. Ain't no need to be afraid,